Hey guys, it's B Scott here for another episode of Ride Along or B-Man.
What up, guys?
We got a special one coming your way, our Wrestlemania predictions. As well, Troublemakers will be down below on his channel. Link will be posted down below as he will be filming his own, but he's a part of our little betting pool that we're doing.
Yeah, so basically once his goes up, we'll link to it.
That's what I said, yeah. Anyway, so let's get right down to it.
All right, so far we have about 13 confirmed matches, and there's probably going to be more added to the show. I don't know how many more, maybe like one or two. But first of all, did you know, I was watching Cultaholic earlier today, and did you know that each night of WrestleMania is going to be approximately 9 hours?
I seen that. But now here's my question. Is that including pre-show?
Yeah, it includes pre-show, the main show, and the post-show. So each pre-show is going to be like 3 hours. Main show is probably going to be like 4, and then the post-show is going to be like 2.
So pretty much if you just watch the main show, it'll be the same as it is every year.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
That's crazy, because apparently the pre-show starts at 4,
Yeah.
and then you got all that other stuff going on. So by the time it'll be like 1 in the morning, basically. It's if you want to watch all that stuff, or if you have to.
Thank God it's Easter weekend.
Yeah. That's another thing we talked about last time, remember?
And 420.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get right into our predictions.
All right, yeah, well, I don't know what's going to be on each. There's only a few confirmed matches on each night, so we're just going to...
We also might be missing some, because they may be announcing some tonight on SmackDown and maybe next week, but we're just going to do our ones. The ones that they've announced.
Ones that we more or less know.
Yeah.
So let's start with the WWE Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair taking on Tiffany Stratton. B. Scott, who do you got?
I'm going to pick Tiffany Stratton.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you on that. I think she needs the win more than Charlotte does. And here's another interesting thing, too, is that, I think I might have mentioned this before, but Charlotte Flair, on every odd-numbered WrestleMania, she's lost.
Oh, yeah.
This is an odd number. So 35, she lost that triple, I don't know if she was 33. 35, she lost the triple threat. Forget 37, I think she lost that one. And 39, of course, she lost to Rhea Ripley. So I think she's going to probably lose this one too. And like I said, Tiffany Stratton needs it more. Anyway, let's move on to the other Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso taking on Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going to pick Jey Uso. I think he's going to take it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. That's interesting. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm of two minds about this, because, of course, we're passing a DQ. I'm of two minds about this.
There's also one near the 7-Eleven.
Which one?
Kingston Road and White's, near there.
Oh,
Do you want Dairy Queen? Is that what you're
I can't, though. That's the thing. I don't have my...
we could... Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
Anyway,
nice to tell the world you broke.
No, that's not the issue. Anyway,
you can stop at a Shoppers and you can get pills. Actually, they might have them at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I'm not buying more. Anyway,
okay.
Let's get back on topic. So here's the thing. I'm of two minds about this. One, I think Jey Uso should probably win this time, because if he doesn't, it's just like, I'm
not saying anything. You know why I laughed. Go ahead.
Or was I now?
Jey Uso.
Train of thought.
Jey Uso and Gunther.
Yeah, so I want Jey Uso to win because of the fact that I think he should, because he's had how many chances to try and win the world title, and he's failed every time. Not necessarily always due to his fault, but I think if he doesn't do it this time, people are just going to start thinking like, they're going to start getting bored. They're going to start losing support for him. So I think I personally I'm going to start getting bored of it, because it's going to be like, okay, well, he's obviously not winning anymore, so we're not putting the title on him, so what's the point? But also, if Gunther loses at Mania, this would be the second straight WrestleMania where he's gone on a long title reign and he's lost the belt. So I don't know. I don't think they want to set him up as the guy who always loses the big matches at WrestleMania. So it's a tough one, but if I have to come down to it, I'm going to say Jey Uso's going to win. Let's see. We got Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to pick Damian Priest on this.
What do you think he's going to win?
I don't know. I just feel like he's going to win.
Well, I think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I think I actually don't even know if this match is going to happen because Drew apparently got like glass in his eye or something. But as far as I know, it's been confirmed. I think Drew should win this one because like he's been getting screwed a lot out of matches and stuff, and I think he needs a big win here to kind of get his momentum back. And I know it's kind of it's not a huge match. Like it's not a match I'm hugely interested in, but I think he should win and to get a big win on the big stage so he can get more momentum and go back into the world title picture. Okay, here's I know we're gonna differ on this one. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul.
You already know who I'm picking.
Yeah,
Logan
you know how I'm
Paul.
picking it too. AJ Styles.
And like I said last week, I know why you hate him. Watch his show, Paul America, and that will explain why he is how he is. If you've watched any episodes yet.
I have not.
Watch it and you'll see why. But I think Logan Paul's going to take it.
I want it to be AJ Styles because like he doesn't have that many. Like I don't even know where they put him against Logan Paul in the first place because he doesn't have that many years left. Should have put him in a bigger match, but I think it should be a decent one. And I'm hoping AJ gets the win here.
I would like to see Logan Paul versus John Cena down the line.
Well, there's not much time left for that.
2 egos, and I think that would.
And
make
they're both heel right now.
Right, but I have yes, I have my theory about that, which I'll talk about later. But I feel like Logan Paul versus Cena in the future would be great, especially the promos. Oh, great.
Well, I guess it depends. If John Cena keeps his edge, even though he turns back babyface, I think that might work.
Which I'll talk about as we get to that match later on. I think I've actually talked about that theory before on our Elimination Chamber post. So
Maybe.
But yeah, so Logan Paul and AJ Styles.
How about the Women's World Championship? Io Sky defending against Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair.
I want Rhea to win it again. I really like Rhea. I want Rhea Ripley to win.
I think it's honestly like she's held it. Well, she held it for a long time before this, and she just recently held it again. So I don't think she needs the title to stay near the top of the card. Like she's obviously the biggest star on Raw right now. And I think you know where I'm going with this. I want Io to retain because like I feel like she needs the win. She needs a big win. And think about this too. Rhea and Bianca, they're focused on each other. They're not focused on Io, and that's cost them several times. You saw, I think it was last week on Raw, they were doing the contract signing, which by the way I called it. It was going to be a triple threat. And they were going after each other. Rhea and Rhea and Bianca are going at each other, and they were disrespecting Io. And what she do? She comes up from behind, bam, springboard missile dropkick on the back of Rhea, knock her into Bianca. It's like, don't fuck with Io, man. You don't want to underestimate her. So I think they're gonna do that, and I think Io's gonna walk away and retain the title because Rhea and Bianca are focused on they're too focused on each other. They're not focused on Io, and I think that's gonna cost them. So I technically I don't think this match has been confirmed yet, but I saw it on Wikipedia, so I'm going with it. The WWE World Tag Team Championships, New Day going up against the War Raiders.
I heard about that, so it has been confirmed. It was on Instagram today, and Adam Pearce confirmed it. New Day versus War Raiders. I'm picking the War Raiders.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with New Day. Actually, I think they need momentum. They need because their heel turn's been kind of flat lately. Like they got nuclear heat at the beginning, but it's kind of died down. It's kind of cooled down. So I think, and besides the Warriors just lost by disqualification. So I think New Day is gonna take the win at WrestleMania. They're gonna win the tag titles, and they're they're gonna reheat up their heel run, hopefully, and have another heel team for the. I think it's better when you have like heel champions to chase instead of babyface usually. Some exceptions to that, but I think it's generally better. Here we go. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Jade Cargill?
Yeah. I mean, Naomi could surprise, but I don't think so. But you know what would be interesting?
Yeah.
I legitimately don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be really interesting. Is if we have Jade versus Naomi, and during the match, Bianca comes out.
Yeah.
Because, she's kind of torn between friends or whatever. But, like, you think she's going to help out? You think she's going to be neutral? Or she's going to help out Jade? But then, bam, she attacks Jade and helps Naomi pick up the win.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen. I don't think it will, but it could. But I'm pretty sure Jade's going to win that one. Let's skip that one, I guess, because we don't know who the challengers are yet. We got the United States Championship, Jacob Fatu going up against L.A. Knight. Yeah.
I think it's Jacob Fatu's time.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. This is a tough one because I do agree with you that I think it's his time. But at the same time, there's been dissension between him and Solo, right?
Yeah.
So, we could see Solo try and interfere, like try and help Jacob, but then it backfires on him, or he interferes and costs Jacob the match anyway. And then, because he thinks Jacob's getting too big for his britches, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like he's getting too, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but anyway, I think it's a tough one, but I think I'm gonna pick LA Knight to retain because I think there's too many variables between Jacob and Solo and like Tama Tonga. So, how about this one? The Intercontinental Championship in a fatal four-way match. We've got Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus the champion Braun Breaker.
Penta, maybe?
You Penta?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm gonna go with Dominic Mysterio. I think he's gonna.
I was thinking that too.
I think he's gonna something's gonna happen during the match. Like Dom's gonna be on the outside doing whatever. Something's gonna happen during the match. It's gonna look like either Finn or Penta is gonna win the title. Probably Finn. And then at the last second, Dom throws him out of the ring and takes the pin for himself and wins the Intercontinental title.
Interesting.
So I think it's gonna be Dom. Like I know he's like a super heel, but personally I like the guy. He's what's the word I'm looking for? He's a funny dude. I've seen his interview with Chris Van Vliet, and that's a good interview. And he's a cat person, so that automatically makes him a good person in my book. So I think Dom's gonna win. Oh, here's a good one. We got Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
I'm picking Rey Mysterio.
Really, I think that up and comer El Grande Americano needs a strong win at WrestleMania, so I'm picking him. It's too bad that Chad Gable can't be at WrestleMania. I think he really deserves it, though.
Yeah, he really does.
Oh well. Hey, do you think El Grande Americano might have been trained by El Generico? No. No? Could be.
I think he was trained by Chad Gable.
Oh, maybe, but I don't think so, because Chad's been doing his own training. Anyway, who knows? I think El Grande Americano's going to win that one. Okay, now here's an interesting one. Here's one where I legitimately don't know who's going to win this one. We got Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which is a night one main event.
You're absolutely right. I don't know who will win it, but I want CM Punk to win it.
See, I think it's going to be Seth.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Seth because here's the thing. It's kind of like what I was talking about earlier between Bianca and Rhea. They're too focused on each other, right?
Yeah.
You got Seth off to the side, and now Seth, if you saw Raw, he went to go stomp Heyman, but then he stopped at the last second, and he says to Paul, "Now you owe me a favor." Right?
Yeah.
So it very well could be that Heyman's gonna backstab Roman and Punk and go with Seth. Either that, or it may not happen. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. Either that, or Seth takes advantage of the fact that Roman and Punk are too focused on each other, and he sneaks in a win like he did at WrestleMania. Remember the Heist of the Century?
Yeah.
WrestleMania 31. It'd be kind of like that. Only Seth's been in the match the whole time. I think Seth's going to take advantage of a distraction, or something's going to happen, and he's going to pick up the win.
Point of the matter is, Heyman will probably be a factor or the deciding factor.
One way or another, I think I agree with you. The only question is going to be how.
Yes.
And now we come to the Night 2 main event. Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against John Cena.
So here's my theory. Cena wins.
Whoa.
Okay. Turns babyface, and then Cody turns heel.
Double turn, eh?
That's what I'm calling for, because I don't think they're gonna keep Cena heel too long, and everyone kind of wants to see Cody heel. I feel like The Rock is maybe at ringside, or actually will be.
Yeah, where's he been lately anyway? I haven't seen him since Elimination Chamber.
I feel like he will be a factor, definitely. Or he'll come out, one of the two.
Well, now here's an interesting question. Do you think, since he's going to be there in Las Vegas, do you think Stone Cold's going to come out and help Cody?
Possibly. But I also heard rumors about Ric Flair, because he doesn't want Cena to beat his record.
No offense, what's Ric Flair going to do?
He'll pull a Mae Young. He'll pull a Mae Young.
Right. Anyway, I think I'm going to go... This is a tough one, too, honestly, because I feel like Cena probably should get the title. I'm going on a bit of a heel run. But also... Because here's the thing. Backlash is in St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
And you got to know Randy Orton's going to feature heavily on that show. He's going to be in a big-time match. So, the question is... Could it be that Randy stays as a babyface, goes up against John Cena, or does he turn heel and turn on Cody and go after him? So that's kind of what I'm thinking in my head. See, I don't know for sure. But it comes down to it, I'm going to say... it's a tough one. Fuck. For now... I'm going to say Cody retains. Alright, well, there was one other match that I mentioned earlier, but we don't know. We don't watch SmackDown, so we don't know the spoil. But the Women's Tag Team Championship would be Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus a team that's currently being determined as part of a 6-team gauntlet match as on SmackDown as of right now, as of this filming. So, don't know for sure. So, we're not going to count that, but...
One match they may add is Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis.
Right, but again, we don't know for sure.
No. Unfortunately, Owens is injured, so we can't see
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Literally 2-3 weeks out from the pay-per-view, he's like, oh, I gotta go home and get the neck surgery.
Yeah.
Feel bad for the guy, you know?
But yeah, is that pretty much all the matches?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Also, how many people are in the Hall of Fame this year? Like they've announced matches, I know that.
I think there's so there's Triple H.
Yeah.
There's Michelle McCool. I think it's Natural Disasters.
Oh.
And one other as the match, and then there's one other person, but I can't remember who.
And then
it was.
they got to do the celebrity win.
No, I don't think I'm doing that.
Oh, okay. Maybe the weekend then.
I know there's one.
When are they filming the Hall of Fame?
That's gonna be 2 hours after SmackDown on Friday.
Oh, so it'll be like 11 o'clock.
Probably probably closer to midnight.
Are they filming it in the same arena as SmackDown, or are they doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Hall of Fame inductees. Triple H, Lex Luger. Yeah, those are the natural disasters. Yeah, so those are Hall of Fame inductees. Anything else, B-Scat?
No, not really. Just pretty much that. Do you have anything? Oh yeah, you dropped the champ rants.
Yeah, that's actually my highest view video so far.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Where
cool.
he rants about WrestleMania.
Yeah. Basically, I was of the opinion that the Royal Rumble winner should headline WrestleMania, should be the main event. Because that's the way it's been for how many years now? But anyway.
And
No.
I said back, could have sworn that they've said the past few years gets a championship match at WrestleMania.
And that may be true, but I still am of the opinion that it should be a main event, because otherwise what makes it different from any other battle royal?
At least main event night one. Like night
Yeah, but
yeah.
main event of WrestleMania. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter which night.
Yeah.
Like,
Unless, you know what, if you were smart, because they see the same thing with the woman, the woman main event night 1, the men main event night 2.
which is actually, they only did that at like WrestleMania 37, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only time they've done that.
That's how it should be.
Exactly, that's what I said last year.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to check that out, just go over to my channel. B-Scout will probably link it.
If I remember, I will. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, guys, take us home.
All right, guys. We'll see you when we see you.
Peace out.